special video live from the hurricane, everybody, because I have to tell you about this altcoin that has just been insanely hot. Look at that price action. It is up 46% just in the past 7 days. And I got to tell you about what they're building. Yes, that's right. I'm in my basement right now. I had a little bit of flooding, so I couldn't make it to the office today, but we got to get this info out. Now, this coin has just been going nuts. This is the past 7 days. Like I was saying, you know, just insane pump. Had a 50% pump in just a matter of hours, where it went from right above 2 cents to right above 3 cents. But now we have a little bit of a pullback and maybe finding a little bit of a level of support at this 3 penny level right here. But if you look at the last month, you can see a very clear just stepping pattern moving to the upside. And so folks, get in, because this rocket might be taking off. Now when we zoom out completely, well folks, there's a lot of room to the upside on this token. And when we look at their market cap, you can also tell the token hasn't been inflating like crazy either. But let's talk about what they are building and why I'm bullish on it. Now, one of the reasons I'm bullish on it is they just been putting out a lot of updates on who they're working with, on why DAG is important. If you want to learn more about them, you can catch them out on X at Constellation, but it's ones instead of L's. But it was a Constellation community member that really shared the meat and potatoes on why this project's important. So Constellation Network, it is the blockchain for big data. But what does big data mean, and why should you care about that? Because it's going to be very important for our health, our behavior, our world, if we could access all the data people input into their mobile devices. Now, we see big data, it's very lucrative. You know, there's tons and tons of data being stored right now, 2.5 quintillion bytes every single day. And of course, a big reason of this is AI and large language models needing more and more input. The pressure is on to feed them more and more data. And Constellation Network is that big data blockchain. But it wasn't just what they're building, it's who they're building it with that is important. And it is talking about major governmental contract. And when we say major, it doesn't get more major than the US Department of Defense. If you ever seen anything about the US's budget, we know that the Department of Defense is getting the lion's share of taxpayer money. And so there's a lot of cash to be splashed around in the blockchain ecosystem. Now, we've covered things that they're doing with their hackathon, where they gave out tons of money, just inviting people to try to break this blockchain. They weren't able to do it, but if you want to learn more, I recommend go to their website. You can see it constellationnetwork.io, but if you go all the way down to the bottom of the website, you'll see some links here, and we're going to click on federal first. And when you click on federal, it'll take you here, but we got to scroll down to see the really exciting things, because one, they're working with tons of different fields and different departments within the government here. But we scroll down, this is really what gets me excited. United States Air Force letter of support. This is coming from the Squadron Commander Air Mobility Command Air Operations Center. I mean, that sounds pretty important to me. You can see, you know, more and more entities that they're working with. But then look at the awards that they're winning from these governmental agencies. One, they got a Secretary of Defense letter of support, U.S. Transcom, Air Mobility Command, Defense Innovation Unit, Navy Postgraduate School, and then, of course, all the things from the United States Air Force. So very bullish here when you start digging into who are they working with. Now, if you go back down to the bottom, you see another tab, and that is documentation. We're going to click on documentation, and it tells you all about the cool thing that they're building with the Stargazer wallet. And we're going to go ahead and download that right now. So when you click on that, we're using Chrome. And so we're just going to click on Chrome. And that's right, you saw iOS and mobile support for Android as well. So they also got mobile support here. But we're going to go ahead and just click Add to Chrome and then Add Extension. After that, it'll prompt you to create a new wallet or restore a previous wallet. Now, the wallet's got tons of features. Yeah, you're gonna have to put in a seed phrase. Yeah, you're gonna have to put in a password, then retype in your seed. Now, make sure you don't share your password or your seed phrase with anybody. And after you verify your seed phrase, you can see the large list of tokens, but it doesn't just end here. Of course, they have tons of Ethereum support, different chains, but also, you know, the main feature here is you can work with the Constellation Network. But it doesn't stop there. You can also work with NFTs. Now, when we go down the bottom and hit manage tokens, you can see how long this list actually is. Tons and tons of chains. In fact, I can't even finish scrolling. I'm getting a cramp in my finger at this point. So we're going to stop. But then you look at networks, tons of networks as well. Constellation mainnet, like I said, ETH mainnet, Avalanche C chain, BNB chain, and Polygon. So heck, you could take this wallet down to Poly Market if you want, of course, outside of US jurisdictions. Now, another cool feature on this wallet, it has lists of how the tokens are moving. So when you click back, you can see they have a little percentage letting you know the token is down, if the token is up, and the amounts for each subsequent token as well. So that's some of the cool stuff they're doing. If you want to learn more, you can go back to here. You can see all types of demos. You can learn more about it. You know, all the steps for iOS, all the steps for Android as well. And if you're really into it, you're a developer, they got tons of stuff. You can inject your JavaScript API and all types of cool things too. So it's definitely built for developers, but easy enough for the normal average Joe to work with. So I do want to give a big shout out to Constellation Network making this video possible. Go check out Stargazer wallet. Go learn why this token is probably set for a gigasend later on. I'm very bullish on this project, folks. So that's all I got. I'm DZ for Discover Crypto, and I'll see you and your Constellation bags in the stars.